almost all of us have come from the writing staff, most of the cast have come from working class backgrounds. I grew up in Chicago.
So did I.
Yep, awesome. And my mom would put me on the phone with the bill collectors and say, no, please, my mom's not here, don't turn off the lights. And all those, so we've all been, it's to me, and I know that Dave and I both approach this the same, is that the working class is the nobility of the country. They're the ones who truly make sacrifices. And so we put them to the test. We put them to the test constantly. And on this show, they have to be up to the challenge. And because everyone is struggling through, and when you see a family who struggles through their humor, and you go, okay, it's not just me. I can look at this in some other perspective off other people. Maybe I can laugh at it, and it just helps. But we really do. What do you call it? This is, I think, arguably, there's only one or maybe two other shows on television that really address true working class issues. It hasn't been, it's just not out there very much. So we feel we have, a job to do.
The Connors are self-deprecating, and that's one of the ways that they get through their daily struggles. But we see them as having a tremendous amount of dignity. They deal with what the working class deals with, and the working class in our country is just trying to keep its head above water, like the Connors is. And yet they don't sit around going, woe is me. They tackle it with this self-deprecating humor and a certain kind of stoicism, and they keep going, and they have each other to lean on. And there's tremendous dignity in that, we think.
For the actors, what do you hear from fans, whether it's social media or if they see you at the grocery store? Like, what do you hear from fans about how they relate to the show?
I think for me, people really respond to our resilience as a family and the way that we use humor to kind of deal with all these hard issues. I think that's the beauty of this show, and it's what allows us to tackle such big issues. But on the other side of that, it's really how you cope in life. Because if you can't find some sense of humor or some joy, life will be pretty hard on you, and it's easy to kind of succumb. And I think, yet Bruce says DJ hasn't really gone very far, and she looks right at him as a loser. But he's in a pretty good marriage, and he's found a way to navigate being kind of a single dad for a while. I think that's what you see with Becky. Becky has found a way to still keep her heart open, like Lecy was talking about. And Sara brings such heart to Darlene. I think she's found a way to navigate the touching, heartbreaking reality that life isn't always what we think it's going to be when we grow up. And I think that's the beauty of this show. I think there's something for everybody to relate to.
I think other than people asking me, is John Goodman really as cool as he seems every day? That people often ask me, they say things about Becky and Darlene. They say, oh my gosh, that's my sister. And I've been hearing this for 30 years now. I mean, on the regular. Either, her sister's Darlene, she's Becky, or whatever. But there's something about their relationship that I guess is really people relate to.
I hear that a lot about the sisters, and I hear what I hear probably the most is that was my family, or we watched that and I felt like this character, I felt like that character. So I love that people watch it and they don't feel like it's TV characters, they feel like it's their life.
John Goodman is cool.
Yeah, John.
Okay.
Yeah, he's okay. I mean,
It's also great having this younger generation of actors who join the show, because, like what Michael was saying, is they look at our characters who have struggled to get to where they are as you had done, and so it's like, and as these generations come up, they're always looking at you with a disparaging eye, and so it makes it even tougher for everybody. It's great to have that perspective in the show, because that was what Darlene and Becky provided and DJ provided in the original show, was constantly commenting on their family, on their parents, and what their lives were like.
Well done, everybody. We have to wrap this one up, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Thank you for supporting us.
thanks for coming, everybody.